Is it wrong that every time I even think about the color blue, I think about the Journey of Alan Strange from Nickelodeon? Remember that show about like the blue alien? And everyone's like, he must have a blue thumb because he was good with plants, even though that term is he has a green thumb or whatever. Remember that show? That was a good show. And speaking of old Nickelodeon programs, somebody recently asked me if I ever had an imaginary friend, and I did have an imaginary friend, except I kind of stole her from that show Space Cases. I don't know who this you is, and if you don't remember it, this you isn't you. But if you do remember this you is for you. You remember this show. Jewel State was in it, and you remembered Jewel State from Firefly. And Flash Forward. Remember Flash Forward with Jewel State? Good show. Jewel State, it was like in a lot of good 90s programming. Funny enough, Catalina was also an engineer, just like Kaylee on Firefly. I wonder if that's why Joss Whedon hired her. You think? That's what I think. I think Joss Whedon was a fan of Space Cases and was like, you know, I miss that actress. I miss that actress that was in Flash Forward and Space Cases. And she kind of looks like that girl that was in that Disney Channel original movie about the imaginary friends. It was like, don't look under the bed, but it wasn't her. Yeah, I want to hire her for a random role. Catalina had an imaginary friend, an invisible friend, named Suzee, who existed in another dimension and they communicated blah blah blah. So I kind of took Suzee as my imaginary friend, except completely different person, except for the rainbow hair. My Suzee, well, she was actually my sister, and an invisible potion got spilled on her because we were playing in like this witch's workroom. I know we weren't supposed to, but we did anyway. And, you know, we were looking, roughhousing, and she tripped and fell and hit a cabinet, and the invisible potion spilled on her. Dumb bitch, I know. But, so she was invisible, and she was my friend, but also my sister. She was, like, really polite. When she got sick, she would fly up to the ceiling so she wouldn't get anyone else sick. I don't really know how it worked, but that's what she did. The interesting thing about Suzee was that my best friend at the time, Catherine, could also see Suzee. And we would all three play together, pretend that we were, in a traveling circus on the swings. And except one day I was leaving Catherine's house, and she looked at me and was like, all right, well, say bye to Suzee. And I was like, what? The next day at school, Catherine started telling people that Suzee was her imaginary friend. One, I was like devastated because I was like, this is my best friend and she is trying to steal my sister / imaginary friend. I'm pissed. From that moment on, I never spoke another word to Catherine. Probably until like 10th grade of high school. I obviously forgot why I stopped talking to her, but I just knew deep inside that every time I saw her, I was like, there's something about that girl that I don't like. There's evil inside of her. And you know that evil, it was stealing my invisible friend. Bitch! Welcome to the mind of Michael. This is what all these vlogs are gonna be like. Have a moment, vote for Tyler Oakley for YouTube's Next Up competition. I'm only agreeing to vote for him if he dresses up in a slutty safari outfit or a slutty outfit of that country's like traditional garb, because he made overall slutty. I think he can make everything slutty. And that's what I want. He doesn't know about these terms, but I'm throwing them out there now. Slutty safari outfit for when you go to Africa. Slutty kimono when you go to Japan again. I don't know what they wear anywhere else. So see you tomorrow? Who knows?